Kilby Girl by Backseat Lovers. Nice introduction, sounds like this. And it continues through the verse, implying the chords C, A minor, and G. But let's get going to read the tab. I'm sure you've got the PDF in front of you. If you don't, just drop me a WhatsApp and I'll send it through to you. And we're going to start with having a capo, one of these little lads, at fret number 1. Otherwise the song's not going to work well, which means that this is now your fret number 1. That's your new fret number 2, fret number 3. My fingers are numbered. So if I focus now on my fretting hand, we're going to start with fingers 1 and 2 on frets 2 and 3 on your 4th and 5th string, always counting from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be the 5th string. This is implying the chord C. Now if you look at the tab, it's going to sound like this. There's the 3, double 3, and there's the 2 on the 4th string. And if you watch my picking hand and I bring my hand a bit further forward, you can see that I've got my palm resting just past the saddle, so just past these little things here, they're called saddles. I'm resting my palm on that, so I've got what they call palm muting or palm damping, which should sound like this. If I take my hand off, it's going to sound like this. Hear the difference? That's what we want. We want that muted sound. And you can also see they're all down strokes, down, 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 and a little bit of the pick sticking out, not more than about 3 to 4 millimeters. Try and keep the pick sort of quite tucked away. So this is a bad technique. It's going to hook the strings. Make sure your pick is nice and secure, nice and tight grip. Okay, back to the chord shape. Basically, this is your C. You've got 2 bars of this, and if we were to add the counting, we would have something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, what I want to do, before we go to the 3rd bar, I want you to play along with me. We're going to do it sort of slow motion, this speed. So get ready, fingers 1 and 2 in place, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And that's your first 2 bars. Now you'll notice there's a bit of an echo. You hear the echo in the background? I'm going to turn the echo off now, and you can hear the difference. Very dead sound, but I like the echo. It just gives a bit of a sort of a depth to the picking. You can hear the echo there. Okay, so we've got the first 2 bars going. The next bar you'll see is all zeros. Remember, zeros mean open strings. In other words, they're using the strings without fingers, or you can see, oh, maybe you think I'm using 0 fingers. So the next bar, the 3rd bar, same timing with the picking hand over here, is going to sound like this. And then the last bar, 3 and 5, the hand has to move slightly forward. If you watch the movement, that's the 1st chord, 1st and 2nd bar, take off for the zeros of the 3rd bar, and now we have to move slightly up. So your first finger is by fret number 3, and your pinky by fret number 5. So your shape looks something like this. 3rd fret, 5th fret, and if you don't like using the pinky, you can use fingers 1 and 3. So either like this, or 1 and pinky, you can choose. Now once you got it going, you're going to do the same rhythm, but this time from the 6th string. So your picking hand has shifted from using strings 5 and 4 to strings 6 and 5 for the last bar, and it should sound like this. Now what I'm going to do to finish off the intro, and this happens to be, like we said, the verse. So when you see the verse on your PDF and it says C, A minor, G, you'll notice there's quite a big gap between the C and the A minor. That's because there's 2 bars of C, which is validated in the actual tab. So you're not going to play C. Because that sounds nothing like the song. Okay, we're going to do. We're going to do that instead. But I want you to play with me. We're going to take it through once nice and slowly. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. And repeat. And that just continues the whole way through to the chorus. Now the chorus has got some interesting things happening over here. If you listen carefully, you'll notice there's a lot of sort of gaps, a lot of silence, and you can hear the guitar chord sort of just strum once. So before we do that though, I want to quickly just go over the chord G minor and D minor, because I know G minor is not that often used, so I'm going to quickly redirect the camera for the G minor. There's two ways to play G minor. I'm going to show you both. First of all, the one that I don't really want to use, but some do prefer. Finger 1 flat across bottom 3 or 4 strings in the 3rd fret. So finger 1's flat, mine is on 4 strings, I'm happy with 3 strings too. Then you take the ring finger, my thumb sort of comes quite high for leverage to help me strengthen the hand. You can see it from behind, there we go. And then the ring finger goes onto the 4th string, fret 5 from the capo. This is G minor, but we don't strum the top 2 strings. So those 2 strings don't get played. The one I prefer us to go to is the G minor as a bar chord. So it's a good bar chord exercise. It's going to mean that your first finger goes flat across all 6 strings for the G minor, and fingers 3 and 4 go into the 5th fret, forgot about the capo, 5th fret, 5th string, 4th string, fingers 3 and 4. Your middle finger, which is sort of like just hanging around there, can be used to help secure your first finger if it helps for a bit of strength. So you got a bit of choice there. And the nice thing with that is you can play all 6 strings. So when you get to the chorus and he sings, I heard that she was 19, 1 strum. She's got a fake ID and a nose ring, 1 strum. Okay, I'm not going to sing because you're going to laugh at me. Okay, and then the D minor, which is finger 1 fret 1 string 1, finger 2 to the 3rd string, ring finger to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. D minor would just be bottom 4 strings. Or if you're at the G minor over here and you want to do a bar chord D minor, simply move 1, 2 up, move 1 string down with fingers 3 and 4, and then bring your middle finger into play on the 2nd string. This is also D minor, which means you can strum all 6 strings, but I would prefer from the 5th. And your timing for the chorus is going to go something like this. While you're singing, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and you play the C. I was going to go for a bar chord C for a minute there. Same thing. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a very quick punctuated on each chord. Now, I did make a mistake here. The G minor should be 1 bar, D minor 1 bar. So it should actually go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It's as simple as that. So basically, when you play the C, you count to 4 twice. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you play the G minor, you count to 4 once. 2, 3, 4. Change the D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you do it down there. And you've basically got the song. I'm not going to do the solo now because the solo uses tremolo picking, and I think that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for now. I will do a separate video later on the tremolo picking for the solo, but that's in principle the basic layout for Kilby Girl. Hope you enjoy. Any questions, send them through. Thank you.